Nestled in a spectacular natural setting between the shimmering waters of the Bay of Naples and the imposing silhouette of Mount Vesuvius, the city of Naples boasts a fascinating history spanning nearly 3 millennia. Since ancient times, this area has attracted Greek colonists, impressed by its beauty and its excellent strategic position for trade and navigation. The first settlement, founded around the 8th century BC, was called Parthenope, inspired by a local legend about a siren who was said to have washed ashore on the Neapolitan coast. A few centuries later, nearby, the Greeks established a new, larger, and more prosperous city called Neapolis, meaning new city. This is where the modern name Napoli originates. Over time, Naples became one of the most important ports in the Mediterranean Sea, a key hub for commerce, culture, and political influence. The Greco-Roman heritage is still felt today in the cobbled streets of the historic center, in ancient ruins, and in the vibrant daily life. Naples is not only the cradle of Mediterranean history but also the birthplace of pizza. The most famous of all is the Margherita pizza, created in 1889 by the chef Raffaele Esposito in honor of Queen Margherita of Savoy. He combined tomatoes, mozzarella, and basil, the colors of the Italian flag, to create a simple yet flavorful dish that would conquer the world. Today, traditional pizzerias in Naples, such as Di Michele, Sorbillo, and Di Matteo, attract thousands of food lovers seeking the authentic taste. Neapolitan pizza, with its soft dough and slightly charred edges, is more than just food, it is an expression of the city's soul. Beneath the bustling streets of Naples lies a surprising world, an underground city with over 80 kilometers of tunnels, cisterns, and catacombs carved into volcanic tuff. Originally excavated by the Greeks for building materials, these spaces were later used by the Romans as aqueducts and, subsequently, as shelters in times of danger. During World War II, when Naples was one of the most heavily bombed cities in Italy, thousands of people took refuge here. Deep underground, improvised shelters with beds, kitchens, and even chapels were created, many of which can still be seen today. A visit to Napoli Sotterranea takes you 40 meters below the surface through a silent labyrinth full of history. It's an emotional experience that reveals another side of the city, the unseen one, yet full of stories. Naples is not only a city of tastes but also of living history. In the 1980s, a small Argentine with immense talent became a god here, Diego Armando Maradona. Under his leadership, Napoli won 2 Serie A championships and a UEFA Cup, bringing a wave of pride to a city often marginalized by the rest of Italy. Maradona was more than just a footballer, he was a symbol of hope and Neapolitan passion. His image still adorns the city's walls and lives on in the heart of every Neapolitan. Just a few kilometers off the coast of Naples, in the heart of the gulf that shares its name, lies one of Italy's most enchanting islands, Capri. Known for its dramatic landscapes, stunning cliffs, and sophisticated atmosphere, Capri is a dream destination where nature, history, and Mediterranean elegance come together in perfect harmony. Access to the island is only by sea. From Naples port, Molo Beverlo, or the smaller port Colata Porta di Massa, you can take a ferry or hydrofoil to Capri. The journey lasts between 40 and 80 minutes, depending on the type of vessel. Ferries run frequently, especially in the warmer seasons, and the views during the crossing are spectacular. You can see Mount Vesuvius, the Sorrentine coast, and the deep blue sea. The island is divided into 2 main towns. Capri, the livelier part of the island, located closer to the sea. Here you'll find the famous Piazzetta, a small but bustling square considered the heart of the island. Elegant shops, cafes, and luxury restaurants give this place an exclusive vibe. From Capri, trails lead to attractions like the Gardens of Augustus, Via Crup, and the spectacular Blue Grotto, Grotta Azzurra. On a Capri, situated higher up on the island's western slope, it's quieter, more authentic, and has a local charm. From here, you can take a chairlift to Monte Solaro, the island's highest point, 589 meters, which offers panoramic views of the entire Gulf. For an authentic experience, you can hike from Marina Grande, the port where ferries arrive, up to Ana Capri. The route, known as Scala Phoenicia, the Phoenician Steps, is an ancient stone path consisting of over 900 steps carved into the rock. Though challenging, the climb is spectacular and offers breathtaking views of the sea and the port. It is believed this stairway was originally built by Greek or Phoenician settlers, though it was rebuilt during Roman times. The path leads directly to the old gate of Ana Capri and takes about 30 to 50 minutes, depending on your pace and fitness. Capri is not just a tourist destination, it's a place where time seems to stand still. You can start your day with a coffee in the Piazzetta, explore peaceful trails overlooking the sea, and end your evening watching the sunset from Monte Solaro. Whether you choose the elegant vibe of Capri or the authentic calm of Capri, the island offers an unforgettable experience. Just 30 minutes from Naples, Pompeii is one of the most impressive archaeological sites in the world, an ancient Roman settlement that was completely buried under ash and lava following the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. You can easily reach it by taking the Circumvesuviana train, which departs from Naples Garibaldi station every 20 to 30 minutes. Get off at the Pompeii Scavi, Villa dei Misteri station, located right next to the main entrance of the archaeological site. In a drama that unfolded in just a few hours, the life of an entire city was frozen in time. Thousands of residents were caught by the wave of hot ash and toxic gases. Their bodies, long gone, left cavities in the hardened ash layers, voids that archaeologists later filled with plaster, creating heartbreaking casts that capture the moment of death. Today, visitors can see these molds in lifelike poses, families lying side by side, people seeking shelter, children, and dogs. Pompeii offers a unique glimpse into everyday life in ancient Rome, with paved streets, elegant houses, shops, temples, public baths, and amphitheaters all open to exploration on foot. Some of the most important attractions include Villa dei Misteri, a suburban villa famous for its Dionysian frescoes depicting mysterious religious rituals. These paintings are among the most spectacular examples of Roman art. House of Menander, one of the most luxurious residences in Pompeii, featuring refined frescoes, an interior garden, a private bath, and an impressive collection of silver objects found on site. House of the Cryptoporticus, a sumptuous residence with shaded passages, cryptoporticos, painted walls, and elegant architecture typical of the Roman urban elite. The large amphitheater, built in 80 BC, it is the oldest known Roman amphitheater and could hold approximately 20,000 spectators. It hosted gladiatorial combats, public spectacles, and celebrations. It stands as an extraordinary example of Roman engineering. In 1971, it gained modern fame when the band Pink Floyd filmed a concert there, without an audience. The large theater and Odeon, small theater, located next to each other. The large theater was designed for dramatic performances and had a capacity of about 5,000 seats. The Odeon was used for music concerts, poetry recitals, and more intimate shows. Its acoustics remain remarkable even today. Public baths, places for hygiene and socializing, equipped with rooms of varying temperatures, pools, saunas, and underfloor heating systems that showcase Roman ingenuity. Public baths were essential in Roman life, not only as places for cleanliness but also as genuine social centers where citizens met, conducted business, relaxed, and even exercised. Pompeii has several bath complexes, the most famous being the Stabian Baths and the Central Baths. These reflect the advanced level of engineering and comfort of the time. The baths were heated by a system called the hypercaust, a sophisticated mechanism that circulated hot air beneath floors and through walls, maintaining a pleasant and constant temperature. This system was powered by wood and operated by specialized staff. The walls and columns were often decorated with frescoes and mosaics, reflecting the city's wealth and its inhabitants' taste for beauty. Artistic themes ranged from mythological scenes to natural motifs and religious symbols. Ancient Pompeii also preserves remarkable evidence of daily life in Roman culture, including graphic representations of fertility and sexuality, such as drawings and sculptures of phalluses, which were considered symbols of protection and luck at the time. These symbols were frequently painted on house facades or integrated into street and interior decorations. If you want to discover one of the most spectacular places in Italy, the Amalfi Coast is a must-visit destination. From Naples, you can get here very easily and quickly. The most popular option is to take the Circumvesuviana train to Sorrento, a beautiful town at the end of the line, and from there continue by local bus or ferry along the coast, offering you breathtaking views of the cliffs plunging into the Tyrrhenian Sea. Driving or taking the bus along the coast is also an experience in itself, with spectacular switchbacks and stunning scenery, but it can get crowded during peak season, so plan your trip a bit in advance. Once you arrive, you'll be swept away by the charm of picturesque towns that look like they've come straight out of a painting. Amalfi, with its famous imposing cathedral, offers a perfect mix of history and vibrant Mediterranean life. Positano, with its colorful houses and pebble beaches, is the ideal place to relax and enjoy the sun, as well as shop for local crafts and fashion. Don't miss a visit to Ravello, a quieter spot perched on the hills, where fabulous gardens like Villa Ruffolo and Villa Simbrone offer unforgettable views of the entire coast. If you enjoy hiking, the trail called the Path of the Gods is a true gem for nature lovers, with panoramas that will stay etched in your memory for a long time. And, of course, you can't leave without tasting the local cuisine, fresh seafood, fragrant lemons, and the famous limoncello, which will refresh your soul after a day of exploring. The Amalfi Coast is a complete experience where nature, history, and culture blend perfectly, and every corner has something special to offer. So, if you're in Naples, don't hesitate to make your way to this wonderful jewel of Italy. Vedi Napoli e poi muori, see Naples and then you can die. This famous expression is attributed to the German writer and philosopher Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, who visited the city in the 18th century and was deeply impressed by its beauty and vibrant spirit. For Goethe, Naples represented such an intense and complete life experience that seeing it meant fulfilling a fundamental wish before the end of life. Because after you've lived Naples, nothing is ever the same again.